welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Noah, and I wanted to welcome all of you to another installment of the Road to Riches and Amateurs Investment Journey here on my YouTube channel. I want to make this video short and sweet, so let's get right into the returns for April and then the investments for May. Okay, so here we are in Excel in the dashboard that I created for this series specifically, where we are essentially tracking all of the investments that I make and how they perform over time. And if you've paid attention or if you've seen my previous episodes, we've done really well. I'm not doing any kind of crazy plays in the market or anything like that, but the investments that I've made have pretty much all been green. So they've performed at what I would have expected them to based off of their historical record, or they've performed above and beyond that. There was only 1 or 2 months where I had where my stocks were down, where my investments were down. Essentially, I had lost money, but every single month after that, I've been well into the green. So if you've seen the last few episodes, I haven't really strayed too far away from the strategy that I've been really going with. And as we can see here, that's going to be putting a lot of money, or the majority of the monthly allocated amount that I have for this, which is right around 14 or 1500 on a monthly basis, into VOO, the ETF. And it's performed really well thus far. And my plan for this is to really continue to build my shares in VOO. And as you can see, it's a very large chunk of the entire portfolio. So for April and March, so if you look here for March and April, I bought 3 shares, right? So in March, I bought 3 shares of VOO for about $1,400. And then in April, I bought another 3 shares for $1,433. So the important thing, like I said, to kind of take away from this is that there's a lot of green, right? So these are the returns that I've seen, and there's a little bit of red here, but other than that, we see a lot of green, which is what we want, right? Because it means these investments are performing, pardon me, at what we would have expected or above and beyond. So as a review for April, we can see that everything is green again, right? So we expected, based off of our historical record for VPU, for example, our investments to me $399. Realistically, actually, in the portfolio, they're worth $447, and this trend continues all the way down, right? A good example is right here for VOO. We would have expected our returns to be 9,500. Our actual returns are 9,700. So this, like I said, VOO is something that I'm going to continue to put a lot of money in. I think when the time comes and it's kind of a big episode where I'll throw maybe $10,000 or $15,000 into the account at once, I might put money elsewhere. But at least right now, this is working really well. So no shock, for May, I have purchased more shares of VOO. I purchased 3 at $460 for a total of $1,380. So these right here are our projected returns, and you can see for a lot of them, we are already ahead of schedule, right? So we would expect this to be 401, but it's already at 447, and that actually is really consistent with other investments as well. So this is really, really good to see. And of course, I do want to showcase the dashboard, or the UI for the portfolio that I use, which is through Charles Schwab. I generally just find their stuff pretty easy to work with. So this is kind of what this account looks like. So the total account value, $22,113. Basically, if we were to sell everything right now, this is essentially what we would get back. Total cash and investments right here is basically the amount of money that I can spend to purchase the stocks, right? So you can see right here, it's $13.91. I transferred in this money to be able to buy the 3 shares of VOO that I just showed you. Total market value right here. This is very similar to account value. It's basically if I would sell all of my investments, that's how much I would get. The difference is that total account value includes my cash on hand, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of a difference there. Total day change, this is pretty self-explanatory, right? It's basically how cumulatively, I have performed, or this portfolio has performed on the day, minus $80, right? This isn't a big deal because our total gain and loss, as you can see right here, is nearly $2,000. And of course, the very important total cost basis right here, this 18,765, is the amount of money that I have actually spent throughout this series, right? I recorded my first day of investing and then, the 6 months after that, just about. And this is the amount of money that I've put into the account. And the important thing to note is that this number, my total cost basis, is lower than my total market value, right? Meaning that I have made, the difference there. So I've made a decent chunk of change doing absolutely nothing. I also want to just showcase the purchasing page, right? This is basically where and how you purchase, individual stocks or ETFs in this case. So you can see that the symbol is VOO. It's in a stock/ETF. I want to buy 3 shares for a total estimated amount of $1,380 on the day, right? And always reinvest dividends. That's what I stick with, and I don't intend on changing that for quite some time. So that is basically the purchasing process in order to accumulate these 3 shares of VOO. So there you have it. That is going to conclude this quick check-in episode of The Road to Riches here on my YouTube channel. Of course, I do hope that you were able to take something away from this video and previous ones and upcoming ones as well. And the key takeaway that I really want to emphasize with these check-ins and so on is that I wanted to show, everybody. I wanted to show real money being put into different investments, and I wanted to showcase how truly relatively easy it is to start accumulating wealth for the long term. And of course, if you have any questions for me personally, or if you'd like to take a look at the financial services that I can provide to you, I've left my email and a link to my company website in the description box below. Thank you again so much for your time today, and of course, happy financing.